I'm going to go ahead and start explanations. So hopefully people are here. If not, they'll trickle in. Queen is a lot of is a lot of if you do what you're told, everything will work out. So hopefully I do a good job calling. As long as I do a good job calling, we have a very, very good chance to clear even without the re-raisers available to us. So Queen starts, the way I'm going to describe this is I'm going to describe the 3 phases that I posted in chat. I will talk about Super Chess at the very end and how we're going to do Super Chess. Okay, so I don't know the funny callouts. I am still relatively new calling out. I have not failed yet, but there's always a first. So hopefully this works out okay. All right. So phase 1 starts with Empyrean Iniquity. For this fight, all tanks will have tank stance on for the entire fight, start to finish. There will not be a tank without tank stance on. And for Empyrean Iniquity, we will be using our Aether Shields. So all tanks will have tank stance, and because this is a relatively new group, all tanks, their holster should be Aether Shield in one spot and Dispel in the other. And then we'll do the entire fight with Aether Shield and Dispel. So if you've got those, slot them now, because we will need those to keep your party alive and to dispel the Queen during the Sovereignty phase. So that is what you want to have in your trays. For Empyrean Iniquity. That is a raid wide, and we will Aether Shield that every time. The next mechanic will be Chess 1. For Chess 1, there are going to be robots coming from the robots on the sides, 2 coming from into the arena from the east and west, and 2 moving along the north of the arena. The 2 that will east and west will come in and explode first. We'll need to stand in one safe spot, and then we'll need to move to dodge the blast from the ones on the north and the south. While this is happening, there will be a North Wayne's Glow. Follow me. I will call the safe spot for the first one, and then I will adjust us for the second one, and that's it for Chess 1. Bottom line is, as long as I'm doing my job correctly, and I sure hope I will, I put the marker on myself, just stack on me. There's no reason for us not to be stacked. If you're out on your own somewhere in this, you're probably going to die because you'll be out of position for when we need to mitigate or for a mechanic. So it's better if everybody just stacks for this. After Chess 1, there's going to be a Cleansing Slash. Cleansing Slash is the tank buster. It occurs 3 times throughout the fight. Every time that she does Cleansing Slash, during the cast bar, all tanks in groups A, B, and C are going to provoke and hit a mitigation. And then as soon as the cast bar ends, all tanks in D, E, and F are going to provoke and use the mitigation. So I'll say A, B, C, provoke, mitigate. And then I'll say D, E, F, provoke, mitigate. And she'll do 2 back-to-back tank busters. And that way we somebody in Alliance A is taking the first and somebody in B is taking the second. With this tank buster, healers, with this tank buster, there is a chance that the tank that takes it will get a doom. You can Asuna this. So Asuna it immediately. We do not want to lose a tank to doom here, especially with the lack of re-raisers that we have right now. So be hawking that during Cleansing Slash. Be ready to dispel that, Asuna that off of your tank. Then she'll do another Empyrean Iniquity, which we will use Aether Shields for, and then we're into Super Chess. I'll talk about Super Chess at the end. Coming out of phase 2, this is a full reopener. After Super Chess is always full reopener. Lost actions, huge damage pump, the best you can. She'll do God Save the Queen, which we treat like Empyrean Iniquity because it does about the same damage. It's a massive raid wide. But in addition to the Empyrean Iniquity, the Sovereignty bar will appear, and it'll appear at like 96%. When Sovereignty fills, we have to execute the Sovereignty mechanic. The Sovereignty mechanic is this. First, she's going to teleport herself to the middle. She'll reposition herself through it by teleporting herself to the middle. After the teleport, a buff is going to appear on her that needs to be dispelled. Tanks are responsible for that. All tanks just hit dispel right away as soon as she teleports. Healers, you're going to be Reflect killing orbs again. So you need to have Reflect equipped. The orbs that you are Reflect killing are lightning orbs this time. You've already done... you've been reflecting killing orbs this whole instance, but for this one, the lightning orb AoE is massive. It is the same size as the Queen's hitbox. If everybody looks at the Queen's hitbox right now, The size of her hitbox is the size of the orb. It takes up more than one full square, and they're spread all over the arena. So we don't need to reflect kill all of them. Frankly, we just need to reflect kill one of them. And then we all need to stay. And then once we reflect kill that, it creates a safety bubble that we're all going to stand underneath. Okay? And that is how we resolve the sovereignty mechanic. So she casts sovereignty. She teleports to the middle. A buff appears on her that needs to be dispelled. All tanks are dispelling. While this is happening, everybody is looking for the lightning orbs and avoiding them. When we are packed in a huge, tight bubble, very often an orb will appear right in the middle of the pack and nobody will be able to see it. So when the sovereignty goes off, everybody needs to be moving around a little bit loosely so we can identify where the orbs are and get away from them. Your number one priority is to get out of range of the AoEs from the orbs. Healers, you're just run to the closest orb and start reflect killing it. Once we have an orb dead and a safety bubble, everybody gets inside the bubble. Ideally, we all get the same one, but as long as we're all just in one of them, we'll be okay. All right? So, sovereignty gets cast, tanks are dispelling, healers are reflecting, everybody is avoiding lightning. When the safety bubble appears, we all get underneath it. And we will do that for each sovereignty phase for both, and she does that 3 times. Hopefully we won't see the last one. But if we're good on mech and we're good on damage, we won't. We'll kill her before it. But we will see it at least twice. Then she is going to go into her Queen's Guard mechanics. So we've all done Queen's Guard. So we know how the Queen's Guards kind of mix their mechanics. Well, for this one, it's almost just as easy. The only difference is she's going to summon different combinations from what we've seen. And then she herself, the Queen, is going to do an additional mechanic on top of that. So we have 3 entities doing mechanics that we have to account for. It sounds like a lot, but it really isn't at all. For Warrior Gunner, what's going to happen is she's going to do a North Wayne's Glow. So I'm going to call the safe side, and we just need to be on the safe side. The Warrior is going to do his Wind Lightning Tether mechanic, which we've done, all of us, in Queen's Guard. Tether players to wind, untethered players to purple. And we just need to make sure we're on the side of the arena that's not getting hit by North Wayne's Glow. Easy. When that goes off, we do our Mustadio circle, which we've all done before. Before we did it with the frogs, the fire frogs, right? We went to the safe spot, gap towards the gunner, then gap toward the side turret. We're doing that exact same thing again, only we're doing it from either the lightning AoE or the purple AoE or the wind AoE, depending on whether or not we have a tether. So, for this mechanic, we identify North Wayne's Glow, we run to the safe side, we stand in our wind if we have a tether, we stand in the purple if we don't have a tether, we face our gap towards the gunner, who will be in the northwest. Well, the gunner will not be in the in the center, the gunner will be in the northwest, so just remember that. And then as soon as Queen's shot goes off, we rotate it to the side, just like we've done all the time. Not a hard mechanic at all. Next will be Cleansing Slash, ABC Provoke Mitigate, DEF Provoke Mitigate, Healers Cleanse, and then we're into the Night Soldier. The Night Soldier is the knockback. It will be, she'll do Shield Omen, and then we'll all stand in the middle on the orb, and we'll look for the Queen. We'll stand right on the orb in the middle until we see the Queen. Once the Queen demonstrates which side she's cleaving, we will get knocked back away from that cleave. Sometimes this can be pretty cursed, because remember, the orb gets knocked away too and explodes. So just stack on me, we'll do the best we can, and hopefully we'll find a safe spot and dodge the cleave, and we'll be good. As soon as that goes off, we are looking at the fake clones, and we're going to split them. The soldier's going to do Secret Revealed. He's going to identify the safe clones. As soon as we get knocked back and the cleave goes, we're running between the 2 fake clones and looking for the next cleave. And then once we identify the next cleave, we're running to the safe spot based off of where the safe clones are. Again, when in doubt, stack on me. I will absolutely try and get it right. Okay. Next will be another Imperial Iniquity Raid Ride, and then Super Chest again. After Super Chest, full opener. Burst, chain stratagems, you name it. Everything you got. Lost actions, everything into the phase 3. We'll open with a Take Buster, ABC Provoke Mitigate, DEF Provoke Mitigate, Healers Cleanse, and then we're into the Night Gunner. This one's easy. All you do is follow the Knight. The Knight will disappear. Wherever he appears, we're running straight towards them. And then if it's swords, we're running out. We're looking for the nails, running out to the safe quadrant, just like we did in Queen's Guard. Or if it's a donut, we're in the safe quadrant, but inside the donut ring. And then after that goes off, we just need to stay clear of the normal mode turrets. It's the same turrets that you see in normal. Just dodge them. Don't mess around with it. Just stay away from them. Don't risk getting a twice come ruin stack there. Right after that ends, we're going to do another sovereignty phase. She'll teleport. Tanks will dispel. Healers will go to the lightning orbs and kill them. Everybody will avoid the lightning orbs until there is a safe dome, and we'll all get under the safe dome, and then we're into an Imperial Iniquity, and that's which will tanks mitigate that as well. Final mechanic that we'll see here is the soldiers and warriors. This one is the easiest of them all. All you do is it's just like if the bombs are tethered and you have a tether, you're going to a big bomb. If the bombs are tethered and you don't have a tether, you're going to a small bomb. And then exactly the way we did it in the Queen's Guard. The difference here is that the Queen is going to cast this like Heaven's Wall or something. It's Heaven something. And it's that line from normal that knocks you back from that line. As soon as that appears, everybody hits their knockback immunity and goes to the bomb they need to go to. And then you're either running in circles around your bomb for an ice portent, or you're just putting your weapon away and standing on it for fire portent. Very easy mechanic to execute. Bombs come out, identify what bomb you need. As soon as the line knockback appears, hit your knockback immunity, stand on your bomb. You're either running in circles or you're standing still, done. And then we're into Soft and Rage. For Soft and Rage, main tanks, you're going to hit Aether Shield as the first raid wides are being cast. That Aether Shield lasts for 15 seconds. At the end of that 15 seconds, off tanks, you're going to hit your Aether Shield if she's still alive at that time. If you are a solo take, part of being a solo take on this, and I don't know any hosts that bring 12 tanks. So even Fi and Rare are doing 11 tank parties now. So there's always a group that only has one tank. That tank, typically what will happen is you will bring an extra Aether Shield, you'll hit your Aether Shield, and then while that Aether Shield's on cooldown, you'll slot your new Aether Shield over that Aether Shield to take it off cooldown, and then at the end you'll just hit it again. If we are doing our job right, it won't come to that, because we will kill her early in Soft and Rage. But that is essentially it for Queen mechanics. It is not a hard fight. As long as I'm doing my job and I'm going to the right spot, we'll be fine. Are there any questions before I talk about Super Chess? Please, if you're hot mic, please just mute yourself. Okay, I'm going into Super Chess. All right, Super Chess. Okay, the first thing that's going to happen in Super Chess is we're going to reorient the screen so that the safe spot is the new north. Okay. The safe spot can spawn if you're in game and you're looking at where I am. The safe spot can spawn down here in the south, or can spawn up top in the north. It will be one of those two spots, down south or up north. Wherever the safe spot is becomes the new north. So it becomes safe spot relative at that point. Does anyone not understand that? Okay, good. So the safe spot always becomes the new north. The first thing we do is we reorient our brain so the safe spot is to the north, and we add up our debuffs. There will be 2 debuffs that you will get. You'll have to resolve them separately. The debuffs can be 2, 3, or 4. The maximum you can get is 7 when you add them up. The minimum you can get is 5. You will have at least, if you add them together, you will have at least 5. At most 7. You can also have 6. So now you become either a 5, a 6, or a 7 based off the total of your debuff. Your debuff appears with both, the debuff itself appears with both Roman numerals and with dots. So you can either count the dots or add up the Roman numerals, your preference. But do the math, add them up, figure out, am I a 5, a 6, or a 7? Because that will kill you if you get that wrong. Okay. Now, what we do is, if you watched any type of video, just throw it out the window. All you have to do here is do exactly what I say. For the SEM method for this, Fi got it from CBT when he was doing runs with them, and it works brilliantly. If you hear me say back unsafe, or side unsafe, or neither is safe, that is the best case scenario. If we can identify that early, that's the best case scenario, because we will all be forming a line 5, 6, and 7 in a row, and then we'll resolve our debuff and a Congo line by walking to the far left wall, the far left column that is safe, and then walking up towards the goal, and we will be safe the whole time. So if it's side unsafe, the way that's going to look if you're in game, if it's side unsafe, 5s are going to be to 3, right here in front of me, 3. 6s will be to the right of them, and 7s will be to the right of them. And the column that we are going to move up is the 3 column, assuming that north is the safe spot. Okay. That's if the wall is unsafe. If the back is unsafe, 5s, you're going to be at C. Is that right? Let's see here. If the back is unsafe, 5s, you're going to be at 4. 6s, you're going to be to the right of them, and 7s, you're going to be at C, just like it is in the diagram. All right, 5, 6, and 7. Boom, boom, boom. If the back is unsafe. If both the side and the back are unsafe, that's when 5s are going to go to C, 6s to the right of them, and 7s are going to be all the way out over here. We're all going to walk over to the 3 column, and we're going to go up the 3 column to the safe spot, forming a Congo line. That's the best case scenario if we get one of those, because we're all just boom, boom, boom right in a row. If both are safe, now it's going to be a little tricky. In all cases, if you have a 6, you're going to be in the corner. In all cases, if both are safe. And in all cases, if both are safe, 7s are going to be at 3 in this case, right next to them. The trick is going to be the 4 column may not necessarily be safe. So the 5s, you may not be able to go to 4. You may have to go to either D or A, and I will call that. So you may be on your own. That is the least desired one. But again, all of this is easy. As long as we get the starting spot right, which I will call, and we have lots of time to figure it out. As long as I get the starting spot right, all you're doing is walking west, obviously oriented with the safe spot north. You're walking west to the safe wall, and then you're walking up. That's it. That's all you have to do. Are there any questions on that? Okay. Any questions for anything? Anything at all? All right. If that is the case, then leads. Ready, checks out. Let's do this. Yep, food check, re-raiser check, pull all the stops here. We want to get this clear. Obviously, we blew a lot of re-raisers on Siglord. We definitely want to get this clear.
Question, for the softened raise, do we want to determine which tank is going to Aether Shield first?
Main tank's first, off tank second.
Okay.
I've got E ready. I've got one party ready right now.
F waiting on 1.
Okay.
B's waiting on 1.
He is waiting on 1.
If it's ready, he's back.
Yep.
Oh,
Real quick,
B is
if you have a hard time seeing the lightning orbs, you can either abbreviate people's names or just remove people's names in general. That could help out with you.
Yep. I actually do that. That's a very good tip. I do that myself.
Yeah.
All right, A is ready. E is ready. A, E, C, A, B, C, E,
F is ready.
F, A, B, C, E, F. Is D ready?
He is still waiting on 1.
Okay. Yeah, everybody needs shell here. So go to the left if you don't have shell. All right, I'm good. Mana may not want it because Mana's a ninja and Mana has a buff cap. All right. Was it D that we were missing? Yeah, we were. Was it D?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just let me know, D. This is fun. This is exciting. It's gonna be a good queen poll. Just waiting on D.
I saw him move. I'm gonna do another ready check. There we go. He's ready. D's good.
All right, let's do it. I will get the countdown. One last tank stance check, food check. Make sure you are doing every single ounce of damage you can do. And I am going to count us down. Opens with a raid wide. Empyrean Iniquity. Make sure we are tight for Aether Shields. Opens with a raid wide. Takes mitigate. Next will be chest 1. We are going to the south. We're going south. We're going all the way to the south. All the way to the south. Right here. Right on me. Right on me. All right, this is not going to be safe. We're moving over. Right on me. Right here. Right here. Right here. Right here. Tanks, be ready for Take Buster. Healers, be ready with a cleanse. ABC, provoke, mitigate. Okay, everybody should be stacked together. Nobody should be on their own. There's no one tank for this. DEF, provoke, mitigate. Cleanse, 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 healers, cleanse. Please don't let me die. Thank you. Tanks, mitigate. All right, now we are into super chests. The first thing we're going to do is reorient our camera so that the safe spot is to the north, and we are going to add up our debuffs. All right, get ready. Okay, reorient. Safe spot is south. Side is not safe. Back is safe. 5s to 1, 6s to the right of them, 7s to the right of them. If you're a 6, you're on iron bars. If you're a 5, you're to my left. If you're a 7, you're on my right. We're going up the 1 column. Up the 1 column. Wait. Wait. Get back. Now up the 1 column. If you have a red line over your head, stop. Be in the 1 column. Be in the 1 column. If you have a red line, go back. Okay, everybody to the safe spot. You can run straight there. Everybody run straight to the safe spot. Die in the safe spot. Die in the safe spot if you die. Full opener here. All right, full opener. We are open with God Save the Queen. This is going to be tanks mitigate. Make sure you're tight. Tank mitigation. Aether shields. Sovereignty bar is coming out. Look at that sovereignty bar. You can tell it's going to be very difficult to find those lightning orbs, so be ready. There it is, the sovereignty bar, 96. Tanks, be ready with Dispel. Healers, be ready with Reflect. There it is. Tanks Dispel. Look for a lightning orb. Healers, Reflect, Heal, and Orb. Everybody between B and C. Everybody between B and C. Queen is dispelled. Good job. Warrior Gunner is next. This will be North Wayne's Glow. If you get a tether, you're going to wind. If you do not have a tether, you are going to purple. The Gunner is in the northwest. Be ready. I'll call the safe side. Check your tether. If you have a tether, you're going to wind. Okay, we are going to the north, up here. If you do not have a tether, you're going to purple. If you have a tether, you're going to win. Open side to the gunner. Open side to the gunner. Open side to the side. Open side to the side. Resume. Good job. Good job. ABC, provoke, mitigate. ABC, provoke, mitigate. DEF, provoke, mitigate. Very good. Healers to cleanse. Healers cleanse. Next will be Knight and Soldier. This will be the knockback. Knockback away from the cleave. Knockback away from the cleave. Everybody get ready to stack in the middle on the orb. In the middle on the orb, look for the queen. Look for the queen. There's the queen. Everyone get knocked back to C. Get knocked back to C. Get knocked back towards C. Get knocked back towards C. We're splitting the arena. We're splitting A and C. Split A and C, look for the queen. Split A and C, look for the queen. We're moving to C. We're moving to C. C, 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 C. All right. Stack tight for raid wide. Stack tight for raid wide. Empyrean Iniquity. Tanks will be mitigating. Tanks mitigate. All right, good job. Next will be Super Chest. Super Chest, the first thing we're going to do. We're going to reorient our camera so the safe spot is the new north, and we're going to add up our debuffs. Reorient your camera. Add up your debuff. Back is safe. Side is safe. 6s to the corner. 7s to 1. 5s to B. 7s to the corner. 6s to 1. 5s to B. If you have a 5, you're on B. 6s in the corner. 7s to 1. We're going all the way to the edge. Everybody to the edge, and then up the side of the edge. Up the edge. If you have a red line over your head, move back. If you have a red line, move back. Everyone to the safe spot. Be ready for full opener. Think critical thoughts. Critical direct hit thoughts. It helps, I promise. If you're going to die, die in the safe spot. Full opener. Big, 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 big burst. Her next mechanic will be Cleansing Slash. ABC, provoke, mitigate. DEF, provoke, mitigate. All right, Knight and Gunner is next. We're following the Knight. We're following the Knight here. See where the Knight is? He's going to teleport. As soon as he teleports, we're running towards him. All right, everybody who's on the Knight, it's a donut. Look for the nails. Donut towards DNA. Inside the donut towards DNA. Everybody get out of the way of the turrets. Just avoid them. Don't worry about your damage. Our damage is good. Just stay in a safe spot. Away from the turrets. All right. Sovereignty is next. Get away from the lightning orbs. Get away from the lightning orbs. Dispel. Healers, do your thing. Tanks dispel. Healers, do your thing. D. Everyone to D. Everyone to D. If you have Banner of Solemn Clarity, now is the time to use it. Next will be tank mitigation. Tank mitigation. Soldier Warrior is next. Get ready to look for bombs and check your tether.
LBs are up.
Okay, use your LB. I think we'll just kill her here. Good job.
Woo! Let's go!
Congratulations on your clear, everybody. If you're a first timer.
Really,
Can I take
really
a moment
good.
to listen real quick?
Javier.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, Irons, for dealing with the stress of actually telling us what to do.
No, my pleasure. My pleasure. No, it's super fun. It's super fun to get people new clears. Please don't waste any reses on that one chick. She's evil. What's her name again? I can't even remember. No, really good work. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Don't waste reses on her. I don't think you can target her, but it looks like we've only got one dead. That was a really clean queen run. Honestly, really good work, everyone.
I'll be
Nobody
honest,
leave
those
yet?
call-outs are great.
Yeah.
I 100% thought I was gonna die to Super Chest, but like you explained it and it made it so fucking brain dead.
Super chest. So if you watch a video on Super Chess, there are all kinds of ways to solve it. This method that we use here on SEM is Phi brought it over from when he was doing runs with CBT, and he sort of instigated it, and all the hosts started doing it because it makes it so thoughtless. Like, it's impossible to screw up if you do it this way, and it just it's highly yeah, I love it. It makes Super Chess a non-issue, which is great.
Fresh clears, and everybody who wants to get a screenshot,
right.
please come north.
Yeah, if you're a fresh player and you want a screenshot, everybody come north so they can get a screenshot. Also, make sure you get the chest because it is a guaranteed full piece. It will probably be foot gear if you're a lucky person, because that's what everybody needs, more foot gear.
I'm just gonna pretend
Yeah.
that this one was my first clear since I'm actually alive and can take a picture this time.
There you go. Up at the tree is the great spot for the picture, up at the tree.
I put myself in the very back.
Yeah. Once everybody is alive, has their chests. Any cutscene watchers?
Everybody's. Any cutscene watchers in chat?
We
Cutscene should be done.
completely, yeah, we completely skipped the soldier warrior mechanic. That was really, really good.
Hell
I
yeah.
also skipped the
Make
soft
sure
and
everybody
rage,
has
that what
the-
killed me.
I was not running ACT, so can someone post logs for me so I can add the prog rolls?
Someone rezzing.
Oh, is there someone still dead? Oh,
No, like Inachi posts. I
okay.
just heard the res the res sound effect, and I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah, I completely forgot to turn on ACT for this. I'm sorry. Hopefully somebody else did. But Potato usually gets it for us.
Going up.
Watch this. Yeah, watch this be the one time Potato didn't do it.
What would you even do with ACT?
I mean, it helps
Yeah.
us upgrade our rolls.
Oh no, it's huge. It's a huge assist. So, like, for example, when we were still progging TA, like, TA was a slog for people like back in March. I mean, TA was just like a giant brick wall of getting through, and even any time before 5.55, getting a group through TA was a big deal. And it helped. ACT helps identify where the raid needs work. Like, for example, last week, exactly 1 week ago at this time, we killed TA with 60 hot and cold wipes. The only reason I know we had 60 hot and cold wipes is because of ACT. And I can tell you that 2 weeks prior in the same time slot, we wiped to TA at 1%, and we only had 23 hot and cold wipes, hot and cold deaths. So it's stuff like that ACT tells you. Like, Mana can look at ACT and know exactly where he's missing Dervish, exactly where he doesn't have one of his buffs, and then it helps us fix it for the next time. So it's the only way without, like, just rewatching footage over and over and over again. And even then, it still doesn't give you that level of detail. And it also helps you, and really, in my mind, the most important thing for it is it tells you where you're at in terms of your DPS output. So if you're looking at it and you're like, man, I feel like I should be doing more damage, it cues you into, hey, maybe you should talk to somebody else who has more experience and be like, hey, why is my damage so low here? And they might be able to say, oh, well, it's because you're the dervish and you're not going to be able to pump the way other people are pumping. Or, it's because, or it's because, hey, there may be a time in the fight where you're on downtime where you could get uptime, and it helps. It kind of cues you into areas where you can improve in the fight itself. It's incredibly useful for really all Savage content, honestly. Any content that's Savage or higher, I highly recommend ACT because it allows you to analyze your own performance and see how to improve. It gives you the path to improvement. So yeah, I if you don't have it, I highly recommend it. It's so much more user friendly than it was even 6 months ago. They've done a lot of good work with it. Okay, well, I'm
Even
going to
now with websites like analytics, it's very good if have just a website analyze your data, tell you what you can do better.
It is. If you are interested in getting more into the high end content of FFXI, or FF Final Fantasy 14, I I highly recommend ACT, and I highly recommend it. I did not do high-end content until about a year ago when I started doing high-end content, and now it's my absolute favorite thing to do. I love it. I love doing the challenge. So anyway, that's all I've got. If anybody has any other questions, by all means, post the clear photos. And yeah. Big announcement. Big announcement. So starting next week, I am only going to be running one run on Saturdays. What has happened is my afternoon run at 1 o'clock steps on Maudie's clear. And what we noticed last week was that people were signing up for both runs, and then they were coming to, and it wasn't given. And Maudie and I had an inaccurate estimate during roster building of who could come because people had signed up for both runs. That's totally fine. Like the way CEM is built, it allows you to do that. Sign up for whatever you want, but it does make it very difficult on the hosts when Maudie finds out the morning of his run that 10 people are going to my run and not his, and now he could barely scrape together a run. So, which is fine. That's not, that's not on anyone. But in order to prevent that from happening, I am going to slide my afternoon run to 10 a.m. PDT, and this run is basically going to be absolved into that run. So I will do one queen re-clear at that time, and that's going to kind of be it moving forward, and that will keep me deconflicted from Maudie's run. So there's still going to be 2 queen clear runs on Saturdays, but one's going to be hosted by me at 10 a.m. PDT, and one's going to be hosted by him at 2 p.m. PDT. So so you'll see that sign up for that tomorrow, and it will be, instead of 8 a.m. it will be 10 a.m. and there will not be a 1 p.m. run either. That's how we'll do it moving forward, just to make sure that the hosts aren't stepping on each other. Okay, but thanks for coming. Hope everybody had a great time, and yeah.
Iron, before you leave. Iron.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, you stole me. You stole me last weekend.
Yeah. So you were not the only one. You were not the only one. And Maudie messaged me and it's like, hey man, I'm losing people to your clear. And I'm like, okay, well let's figure out what we can do to make it so that we're not hosts start robbing from each other. And this is kind of a solution we came up with. So it'll be good. I mean, there's still going to be, like I said, there'll still be 2 queen runs on Saturdays. One will be hosted by him. One will be hosted by me. It'll be great.
Also, if you could check your DMs, that would be great.
Okay, I will absolutely do that. I've got about 7 of them, so I will go through those right after.
Didn't realize they changed the achievement claim, so you don't have to go to what's his face in the shroud anymore.
Yeah.
That's
you
right.
only have
Oh,
to go
yeah.
to him for stuff that requires exchange of the certificates, which is nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Remember,
Yeah.
you click on the item, not the word that says unclaimed.
Oh, I use a controller, so I literally just hit the X button a bunch and got it.
Well, like I'm on PC and I totally I was like 20 minutes. I can't claim the Vajin earring. Why won't it let me claim it? I'm clicking unclaimed. Well, supposed to just click the blasted earring.
All right. Well, I am going to grab some food and get ready for my afternoon run. Good job, everyone, and have a great day.
Thank
You too.
See
Hell
you
yeah,
in a
thank
bit,
you.
Iron.
And have good luck.
Hopefully, I'll see you in a bit.
Thanks, guys. See you later.
See ya.
I always hate how you can't trade gear in, or you can't unequip gear while on a item exchange window.
Hmm. Hello.
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 How are you guys today?
Good, good.
I'm okay. How
Are
about
you
you?
signed up for XTWN?
Oh, depending if so, sign me up or not.
Let's go see.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was
We
gonna
have.
make
Oh, you're
it.
in my squad.
Hey.
Yay!
I had like the same raid last week. It completely clipped into XTW time.
Oops.
Yeah, it was like a 3 hour plus long thing. So
Wow.
yeah, we finished early today. You got it clear. That's good.
Wait a minute. I have everything. Okay.
We were fighting a reunion?